Give me just a second. I'm trying to get her on the line.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
well,
can.
Yes.
Okay. So tonight's public hearing is to receive public comment and commission approval for the Unified Government's revised citizen participation plan. This plan is the process that community development uses to identify policies and procedures to be used to encourage citizen participation and involvement in our programs under the HUD 5-year consolidated plan. The Unified Government provides for and encourages all citizens to participate in the development and review of the following plans: the Citizen Participation Plan, the 5-year consolidated plan, annual 1-year action plan, our annual consolidated performance report, any Section 108 loan guarantees, substantial amendments to the action plan or 5-year plan, and the assessment of fair housing. So tonight's revision adds the determination of urgent need section, which states in part, upon determination of urgent need in accordance with HUD approved regulatory waivers, the Citizen Participation Plan allows expedited procedures to draft, propose, or amend the consolidated and annual action plan. Expedited procedures must include notice and reasonable opportunity to comment at no less than 5 days. The 5-day period can run concurrently for comment on the action plan amendment and amended citizen participation plan. These changes are due to the availability of waivers from HUD, the Community Planning and Development Grant Program, and consolidated plan requirements to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and mitigate economic impacts caused by COVID-19, issued on April 9, 2020, in response to the passage of the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security, or CARES Act. That really ends my presentation. We're just adding the urgent needs section to our current plan. Thank you.
Bridget, did we have any, we'll open the public hearing. Is there anyone present who would like to speak in favor of the amended plan? If so, please state your name and city of residency for the record. Do we have anyone on the line, Bridget?
No one submitted a request to speak tonight.
And did we have any communication regarding this?
No communications were submitted to the clerk's office.
Thank you. If there are no further comments or questions from the public, we'll close the public hearing. Do any members of the commission have any questions or comments? And I can't find my participants. So Doug, if you
have the conference room, someone has a question, Mayor.
Yeah. Mayor, Commissioner Burrows, I would like to, I want to draw the commission's attention to page 2 under the citizen participation plan. I'm going down to the 3rd paragraph where it talks about the unified government encourages participation by low to moderate income persons, particularly those living in slum. I'd like to strike that word slum. I think it's a negative connotation for our community. I don't believe we have slum in Wyandotte County. I think we have some economically challenged and some properties in need, but I just find that word somewhat offensive. And I'd like to see it struck and possibly even replaced with something else.
Commissioner, if I may, this is Wilba Miller again. One of the things that HUD has as a national objective is the elimination of slum and blight. That's why that language is in our consolidated plans, our citizen participation plan. We have 3 national objectives: to assist the low and moderate income persons, to eliminate slum and blight, and to meet urgent needs.
And Wilba, I appreciate that. I'm not saying that HUD always gets it right. It just pains me to think that we are labeling areas in our community slum and or ghetto and or those definitions that bring a negative perspective to those that live there. And I just really find it somewhat offensive that is even in there. But that's just my comment. I did read through this. I'm proud of Wyandotte County. I know we have some challenges within our community, but slums are not one of them.
Wilbur, are you suggesting that that is language we cannot change that in order to be conformity with what HUD has provided, or can it be changed?
Well, I mean, at some point, if we, I mean, I could change that to something that meant the same thing, I suppose, but in HUD speak, I'm sorry, it is slum and blighted areas. I know that in some of our activities, we actually have to declare areas slum and blighted in order to get some grant funds. I'm willing to try if commission wants me to try to change that language.
Well, perhaps we should just provide a letter to HUD raising objections to that language.
Okay.
Commissioner, Commissioner Philbrook?
Sorry, I lost you there for a minute, Mayor. So thank you, Wilbur, for coming forward with this and stepping up to the plate, because this is definitely going to allow us to get a lot more funding, I think, and especially as the state comes forward. So thank you for doing that. And yes, the verbiage stinks, but I think that we can refer to ourselves differently. Don't have to call ourselves those things. We'll just not say things that way to our own home folks, you know, because we don't feel that way.
Thank you, Commissioner.
But we do want to
Commissioner
spend the
Townsend?
money on folks. So thank you.
Commissioner Townsend?
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to say I appreciate Commissioner Burrows' comments. My understanding from what Ms. Miller says, it sounds like this wording, as objectionable as it is to us, are terms of art. So the main thing is we want to make sure we remain eligible for the funds. Having said that, I appreciate and would endorse the mayor's recommendation to include a letter to the extent that we find, you know, those terms of art objectionable. But if they're required for us to get the money, that should be the consideration. Thank you.
Mayor, Commissioner Burrows again, if I may. Thank you for your suggestion. I just truly have a lot of respect for this community. I have a deep love for the people in this community. And as I stated, we have our challenges. It just pains me to think that in filing for additional funds from the federal government, we have to identify that there's areas within our community to be labeled slum. And as an individual who grew up in some very challenging areas in this community, I never once considered it a slum. And I just want the members of the community to know that there are those of us that truly respect and understand that the best of living conditions aren't available for everyone, but neither are the worst of conditions either, as long as we have commissioners that truly value this community. So thank you for your suggestion, Mayor. I do not want to put the grant at risk.
Commissioner Townsend, I see your hand is still up, or is that a new raise?
No, it's not, Mayor. Thank you. I'll lower. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Seeing no more comments or hands raised, I'll entertain a motion.
Move to approve. This is Commissioner Townsend, District 1.
Commissioner
Second
Burrows,
by-
second.
Sorry.
Okay, we have a motion and a second by Commissioner Burrows. Roll call, please.
Roll call, Philbrook,
Aye.
Bynum,
Aye.
Burrows,
Aye.
Townsend,
Aye.
McKiernan, Ramirez,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Kane,
Aye.
Markley,
Aye.
Walters.
Aye.
The vote is 9-0. That motion carries.
Thank you.
That concludes the portion of our regular meeting. We are adjourned in that capacity. Now call us back to order as the Land Bank Board of Trustees. Does any member of the commission or county administrator wish to set aside this item? Okay,
Commissioner
Seeing
Mike
none?
Kane, move for approval.
Mark Lee, second.
thank you. We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Roll call, Philbrook,
Aye.
Bynum,
Aye.
Burrows,
Aye.
Townsend,
Aye.
Ramirez,
Aye.
Johnson,
Aye.
Kane,
Aye.
Markley,
Aye.
Walters.
Aye.
Vote is 9-0. That motion carries.
Thank you. That concludes our meeting for the evening. Thank you for your attendance. We are adjourned.